My name is Todd Gloria. I'm an alumni of the class of 2000. I graduated with my degree in history and political science.
And when were you there?
I was at USD from 1996 to 2000, and I had a wonderful experience.
Tell me about that.
Well, I was the first in my family to go straight to a four-year university. USD was a really rigorous environment. I came from a public school, and I struggled for a bit, but what I found was a really welcoming environment where the professors were really challenging but nurturing. Really taught me how to write, how to think, how to communicate. And these are, of course, all skills that I use today in my work on the San Diego City Council.
And how did that come about? What were you thinking prior to that? Were you thinking, that's something I really want to do? I really want to get involved in public service? Or?
No, not at all. I think I was always interested in government and public affairs. But in terms of serving an elected office, I really didn't think that would be something that I would do or would even be able to do. What happened, though, and some of this goes back to USD, while I was on campus, I got very involved in campus affairs, particularly through the United Front Multicultural Center, and I think I really found my voice as an activist. And I went out into my community after I graduated from USD and got involved. I think the campus has a strong ethic of community service learning. I took a lot of those skills and that activism, put it to work, and before too long people started saying, hey, you might want to think about running for city council. I thought initially that was kind of silly. I just didn't see myself in that role, but in time I came to think, well, maybe that isn't such a bad idea, and thankfully about 55% of the voters agreed with them.
So what has it been like? Has it been like what you expected or different?
It's about what I expected in the sense what I did before was really good preparation. I was active in my community, so I was very familiar with the issues. I served on the Housing Commission for the City of San Diego, so as a city commissioner, there are some parallels. I also worked for 8 years for Congresswoman Susan Davis, who was my youth mentor as a kid, and obviously that schedule is very similar. So some of that was about what I expected, but nothing can really prepare you for this line of work. And I didn't anticipate sort of the lack of anonymity that I have now. People feel comfortable coming up to me in the grocery store to talk about their pothole or their street light that's out, and I actually really welcome that because I'm glad that they know who I am and they feel like they can come to me. But it's definitely different than what I would have anticipated prior to my election.
And what do you think you're going to do after this, or just keep going, or what do you have plans for the future? What plans do you have?
Well, I'm going to stay in public service. I love this work. Basically, what I do now full time is what I used to do in my spare time. It used to be that I would work all day and then I'd go at night to serve on a nonprofit board of directors or, help raise money for a charitable organization. And that's essentially what I do now. I get to spend my day figuring out how to make my neighborhoods better. And I find that so rewarding that I might do that in elected office, outside of elected office. But I know that, my passion really is San Diego. It's the community I grew up in, was born in. I'm a third-generation resident of my council district. And, I'll continue to do work on behalf of my communities. Just don't know what exactly that role will be, but I do think my education from USD will prepare me really to do anything I want to do, and that's obviously a great gift.